Shalom, Kal Haloyim, La Yahweh, Bahashem Yahushua, Bahashem Rakakwadash. Double honors to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone. Peace, love, and salutations to the hopeful elect. Alright, I want to get into who is Esau. Esau is the so-called white man. Alright? And his biblical name is Ashashua. Ashashua means wasted is he. And Esau was the twin brother to Jacob. And in the Bible, it'll tell you that Esau, he came out red all over. And when you look on the planet, who fit that description? Who the only people on the planet that call themselves rednecks? Who the only people on the planet, if they stay in the sun too long, they get sunburned? All right, and that only go back to the so-called white man, which in his real name is Esau, and that's his biblical name. And I'm gonna get that in Genesis 25 and I'm gonna start at 23, so you can get the full story on Esau from the beginning. Alright. Genesis 25 and 20. Matter of fact, I'm going to start at 22. And the children struggled together within her, and she said, If it be so, why am I thus? And she went to inquire of Yahweh. And Yahweh said unto her, Two nations are in thy womb, and two manner of people shall be separated from thy bowels. Alright, so you hear right there, the Lord said, two nations of people. That don't mean like that, because a lot of people say, oh, Esau, they're just talking about Esau, but Esau is a nation of people. And said two manner of people. So that's letting you know that these two people are going to be different, they're going to have different spirits on them. And it said, and Yahweh said unto her, Two nations are in thy womb, and two manner of people shall be separated from thy bowels, and the one people shall be stronger than the other people, and the elder shall serve the younger. Okay? And when her days to be delivered were fulfilled, behold, there were twins in her womb. So see, that's one prophecy that came true. Because the Lord speaks in prophecies. And the first came out red all over, like a hairy garment, and they call his name Esau. And that's why I say, who is the only people on the planet that call themselves rednecks? Who is the only people on the planet that's, if they stay in the sun, that they turn red? That's the so-called white man, but his biblical name is Esau. Ashashua, wasted is he. Okay, in Genesis 25 and 26. And after that came out his brother. And after that came his brother out, and his hand took hold of Esau's heel, and his name was called Jacob. Okay, and it said the older shall serve the younger. So right there is telling you how they came out. Jacob came out last, so Esau was supposed to serve Jacob. And that go into, a lot of people try to say that Jacob stole the birthright. He tricked Esau out his birthright, but no, the Lord said the elder shall serve the younger. Okay, Genesis 25 and 26. And after that came out his brother, and his hand took hold of Esau's heel, and his name was called Jacob. And Isaac was 80 years old when she bare them. And the boys grew, and Esau was a cunning hunter, a man of the field. Okay, now who on the planet that love to sport hunt? Who on the planet love to hunt deer, love to be out in the field? Who fit that description? There's only one person on the planet that fit that description, and that's Esau, the so-called white man. Esau be doing his TV shows talking about hunting, He do his TV shows about pro bass fishing. You know, that's what he do. He like to hunt. He like to sport fish. He like to be out there in the field. You know, doing his hunting, all in his camouflage and stuff. And down here in Georgia, that's all you see. Those so-called white men walking around with their camouflage jackets on, their camouflage pants on, their camouflage shirts on. That's all you see. That's all you see in Georgia. And Isaac loved Esau because he did eat his venison. And you know, venison is deer. You know, everybody on the planet should know that. And that's the thing, you know. So-called white man, he loved hunting deer. That's his thing, hunting deer. But Rebecca loved Jacob, and that's mostly how Jake is now. Everybody know that Jacob mom got him like a mama's boy, because they don't have the father in the house because of why? Because of Esau's different systems he got set up to move the man out of the house. And Jacob sought pottage, and Esau came from the field, and he was faint. And Esau said unto Jacob, Feed me, I pray thee, with that same red pottage, for I am faint. Therefore was his name called Edom. And Edom in the Hebrew is Adawam, and Adawam means red, because why? He loved eating his meat before it was all the way done, with the blood still in it. And that's why he got the name Edom, Adawam. And most of all the so-called white men on the planet, they love eating rare meat. They love eating it not well done. That's just how they eat their meat. They don't wait till it's all the way done. They just put a sear on it, and that's it. And that's how you can tell that in the spirit, that's who these people are. Okay, and we can get. I'm gonna get Genesis 32:3, because Edom mean Adawam, and Edom was Esau lived in Mount Seir, because he lived in the mountains, because you know Esau is the original caveman, because that's why they call themselves Caucasian, because if you look at the word Caucasian, it go back to caveman. All right, Genesis 32 and 32:3. And Jacob sent messengers before him to Esau his brother unto the land of Seir, the country of Edom. See, so Esau lived in Seir, Mount Seir, and today is Petra, and that was like a whole bunch of rocky mountain terrain. And Genesis, let me see, let me get. Because Esau also lived by the sword, you know. That's it. That's his blessing from the Lord, the sword. And Esau built all these different guns. That's what he lived by, his gun, because that's the modern day sword, is the gun. And Esau lived by that. And it say right here, and Esau said unto his father, Hast thou but one blessing, my father? Bless me, even me also, O my father. And Esau lifted up his voice and wept. And Isaac his father answered and said unto him, Behold, thy dwelling shall be the fatness of the earth, and of the dew of heaven from above. Okay, and that's how it is now, because Esau, he got the best places on the planet to live. He lived on all the beaches. He got resorts all on the beaches and stuff. All in Jamaica, all in Hawaii, Tahiti. You know, you look around Esau there, and he got the best places. He lived on all the oceanfront property. You know. Genesis 27:40. And by the sword shall thou live. And that's how Esau lived today. He lived by the sword. That's why his armies he always have a strong army, because why? He lived by his sword. And shall serve thy brother, and it shall come to pass, when thou shalt have the dominion, that thou shalt break the yoke from off thy neck. And that's what he did. He was in bondage at one time, but then he broke out of that bondage during the Renaissance time. and he been ruling the earth ever since. Because we did have him down. He was living in the caves, but then he came out of the caves and he tricked the Moors, and he ended up getting back on top again. All right. But that's why the Lord told us to arise and depart, you know, because why? This land be giving it this is Esau's time to rule. That's why it's so wicked and polluted, man. Because Esau's on top right now. That's why the Lord say in Micah 2:10, arise and depart. I'm gonna get that real quick. Micah 2 and matter of fact, yeah, Micah 2:10. Arise ye and depart, for this is not your rest, because it is polluted. It shall destroy you, even with a sore destruction. And that's right, it's polluted. Because Esau got his chemtrails, he got the GMO foods. He destroying the ocean. It's polluted, man. So you got to wake up and arise and come up out of that, man, and turn back to the Heavenly Father, Yahweh Bahashim Yahushua, and serve him, and don't serve Esau and his fake gods and stuff like that, you know. Because why? Job 9 and 24. The earth is given into the hand of the wicked. And who is the wicked? Esau is the wicked. And it tell you that in Malachi 1 and 4. Esau is the wicked. But, you know, the so-called white man, that his biblical name is Esau. You know, Esau, Edom, you know, that's the so-called white man's biblical name. So, you know, we're gonna start back calling him by his real name, Esau. Because that's his true name. He tried to change around and say so-called white man, but that was a term that just started, you know. And he is the wicked that the Bible speak of. So with that being said, I hope this was edifying. Till the next time, I say shalom.